There's a quiet panic no one talks about. It creeps in during the pauses of your day, in the silence between messages, in the scroll between stories, in the stillness of night when the noise fades, and you're left with that one aching thought. I should be further by now. Maybe you're 25, or 32, or 41. But no matter your age, the same pressure is there, a constant whisper that you're falling behind, that time is running out, that someone, somewhere, has already passed you, and you're just not enough. And it hurts, doesn't it? Not just because others are succeeding, but because deep down, you know you're capable of more. You've tasted your potential, even if only in moments, and that makes the gap between where you are and where you want to be feel unbearable. But here's what most people won't say out loud. You are not behind. You are in build mode. You're in the trenches, quietly fighting battles no one sees, showing up when no one applauds, trying again when it would be easier to give up. And maybe your life doesn't look like success right now. Maybe you're stuck in a job that drains you. Maybe you haven't figured it all out yet. Maybe you're surrounded by people who don't see your vision. Hell, maybe you don't even fully see it yet. But you're not lost. You're in the middle of your becoming. You are in the exact season you need to be in, the one that looks messy and slow, but is preparing you for everything you asked for. Don't let highlight reels fool you. What you're seeing online is rarely the full truth. No one posts their uncertainty. No one celebrates their self-doubt. You don't see the years of grinding in silence. You only see the moment they made it. But success is never sudden. It is the compound interest of daily effort, daily discomfort, and daily belief when you have every reason to stop. And if you're listening to this, you haven't stopped. You may be tired, unmotivated, discouraged, but you're still here, still searching, still trying. That alone puts you miles ahead of who you used to be. So no, you're not late. You're learning. You're evolving. You're building character. The people who end up living the life you dream of are not the ones who started fastest. They're the ones who refused to stop, even when it felt like they were going nowhere. So breathe. You're not broken. You're not behind. You are becoming. And that's exactly where you're supposed to be. Have you ever paused to ask, whose timeline am I living on? Because most people, maybe even you, are silently racing toward a version of success they never defined. Graduate by 22. Career by 25. Married by 30. Wealth by 35. But who wrote those rules? Who told you that if you don't arrive on schedule, you're somehow behind? That's the illusion, the first trigger point. You are comparing your unfolding life to someone else's edited highlight reel. Someone who had a different start, different pain, different timing. And when you measure your worth against their surface, you lose twice. Once by feeling inferior, and again by never discovering your own path. Let me tell you a quick story. J.K. Rowling wrote Harry Potter as a single mother, jobless, living on welfare, scribbling chapters in cafes because she couldn't afford heating at home. She got rejected dozens of times by publishers who told her children's books don't sell. She was 31 when the first book finally made it to shelves. Today, she's one of the wealthiest women in the world. Not because she was fast, but because she didn't quit when life told her she was too late. Here's your second trigger. Everyone successful was once unseen. They were laughed at, doubted, underpaid, unrecognized. They didn't wait to be chosen. They chose themselves. And what separated them from the rest wasn't luck or talent. It was this quiet, uncomfortable discipline to keep showing up when no one was watching. The moment you stop believing in your future is the moment your life starts shrinking. But you don't have to shrink. You don't have to settle for this version of you that's just surviving. You don't have to let your phone define your priorities. You don't have to wake up every day in quiet desperation. You need a shift. From pressure to purpose. From shame to structure. From reacting to building. It starts small. Wake up 30 minutes earlier. Move your body, even if it's just a walk. Write one goal every morning. Not for likes, not for validation, But for you, you are not falling behind. You're falling into place. But only if you stop running someone else's race and start designing your own. You are not your past. You are not your mistakes. You are not the version of yourself that gave up. You're the version that showed up today. And that means there's still time. Still time to grow. Still time to rise. Still time to become the person you've always wanted to be. Because the world doesn't reward the one who arrives first. It rewards the one who didn't give up. There comes a point in every journey, right before the change, where life asks one question. Are you ready to start over? On purpose. Not because you've failed, but because the person you were yesterday can't carry the life you truly want. This is that point. Not tomorrow. Not next Monday. Not when it's more convenient. Now. Because your life doesn't change by accident. It changes by decision. And no one's coming to make that decision for you. So here's what you do. A real plan. No fluff. No hype. Just a 90-day reset that has changed thousands of lives when done with honesty and hunger. In phase 1. Wake up at the same time every day. No phone for the first hour. Move your body. Walk. Stretch. Sweat. 20 minutes minimum. A journal one truth. What do I want to build? Cut one toxic input. A person, a habit, or a platform. This isn't about results yet. It's about taking back control of your day before the world gets to it. In phase 2, I choose one skill, side hustle, all-purpose project. Give it 60 minutes a day. Protected time, no excuses. I track your progress daily, small wins. Not perfection. Begin speaking as the person you're becoming, not the one you've outgrown. You're no longer seeking permission. You're building evidence, proof that your life is shifting. In phase 3, reflect weekly. What did I prove to myself this week? Start sharing your progress, not for applause, but for alignment. Set one boundary you used to fear, and honor it. Reinforce a new standard. This is who I am now. This isn't a glow-up. It's a rebirth. Because here's the truth. Most people wait for motivation. The 1% create momentum. Most people talk about change. You'll be living it. And while others are still complaining, comparing, and consuming, you'll be building in silence and showing up in power. So let them scroll. Let them doubt. Let them laugh. Because 90 days from now, they won't recognize you. But more importantly, you won't recognize yourself. And when they ask, how did you do it? Just smile and say, I stopped waiting, and I started.